Hello. Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Hello.
Hi, good afternoon.
Very good afternoon.
My name is Megha and you are Mr. Vishal, correct?
Correct me.
Okay. Hi, Vishal. Good to meet you. How are you?
I am good, ma'am. And you?
Perfectly fine. Super excited to meet you. I guess this is your first session with us.
Yes, ma'am. It's my first session here.
Okay, okay. So, welcome to English Yari. I'll be your tutor for the day. Yeah. And
Thank you.
yes. So, where are you from, Mr. Vishal?
Ma'am, I belong to Haryana.
You're from Haryana. Wow, that's nice. And can you give me a brief introduction about what do you do, your hobbies, interests, and everything?
Okay. I have completed my graduation in academic. I have graduation, and right now I work in railway department
Okay, you work in the railway department. That's great. But I didn't catch your educational qualification. In what subject did you graduate?
in humanities.
Humanities. Okay, that's
Yes,
nice. Okay, you've completed your graduation in humanities and now you work in the railway department, correct?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
Nowadays,
from
my focus on enhancing my skill. I am learning this language. Apart from that, I take care of my physical health. Some little bit I am learning about stock market.
Oh, perfect. I think these days are pretty much so many learners that I meet, they tell me that they're learning trading, they're learning about stocks and shares. So a lot of people are learning, all youngsters only. So yeah, is it easy to grasp or does it require a lot of time to understand these things?
Firstly, you need to clear your basic.
Mm-hmm.
Basic is important.
Mm-hmm.
After that, it's a smooth way, and this way is full of patience. You have to be patientful,
Okay, you have to be patient. That's it.
patient. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So very well. That's nice. And do you have any tutor for the same? Are you taking any online sessions or just learning it from YouTube and books?
Okay. I practice on JOS application.
Okay. No, but the basics from where are you learning?
I take help from YouTube only.
We take help from YouTube. Okay. Good. Good. Very nice. Very nice. And you said you're working in the railways sector. From how many years have you been working in the department?
I have been working here since 2016.
2016. Wonderful. I think you've completed a lot many years there. Excellent. Almost 8 years.
Yes, ma'am. It's more than 8 years.
More than 8 years. Very good, very good. So, what is one thing that you really like about your job?
Yeah, I like environment. Environment is very friendly here. Mostly person are supportive here. If you don't know how to do this work,
Hmm.
so there are many person every time they are ready to help you.
Hmm. Very good. I think a strong and a helpful team creates a good working environment, right? You look forward to work every day.
Right, ma'am.
Yeah, good. Very nice. So, more than 8 years of experience, that's excellent. So, what is one thing that you don't like about your job? Something that you would like to change in it? It could be the work timings or salary, anything at all.
Okay, we have monotonous routine. Sometimes we have different kind of work, but mostly we have same work. So it's monotonous.
I can understand. So, what are your shift timings?
Ma'am, it's daytime, like morning 7 to evening 4:30, Monday to Friday this timing, and on Saturday it's half day duty, 7 to 12 p.m. 1.5 day rest in a week.
Okay, sounds good. So, it is 7 a.m. to
4:30 p.m. It's
4:30
too much
p.m.
long.
Okay,
Yes.
so in order to be at your workplace at 7 a.m., at what time do you wake up and how do you travel to your workplace? So, tell me a bit about your morning routine.
Okay, I live in the same city.
Yeah.
So I live in Delhi quarter and my job place is very close to here. It's hardly a 1 kilometer distance. So I go to there on my foot. And every day I wake up at 5 a.m. because it's 1 hour take easily taking normal things.
Okay,
Take
okay.
a bath, brush.
Right, right, right. So it's a blessing, right? It's very close.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
It can save my time.
Yes, I agree. Very nice. Good. And a bit about your family. Who do you live with?
I live alone here. My family live in another city. So every weekend I go to my home. And sometime one day return, sometime after leaving 2 days, that time I come back.
Okay, okay. Fine. So where do they live?
Okay, they live in Sonipat city. It's near Delhi. And my job location is Panchkula. It's near Chandigarh.
Okay, nice. I've heard of all of these places because we've had learners from here before. So, yeah, good to meet you, right? And you're on English Yaari, which is an English speaking platform. So, let's get down to business and tell me what brings you here. What are some aspects of English communication that you want to learn or improve?
I am lacking in many areas. It's not only one. So it's my journey to make my better version. So I am here.
Okay, so now when you speak in English with anybody, are there any problems that you face?
Sometimes I stuck and sometimes I have a problem in pronunciation area.
Okay, you get stuck and you have problems in pronunciation area. All right. So you said you get stuck. Have you tried to find out the reason? Is it because of nervousness or is it because of lack of vocabulary or anxiety? So what stops you?
Ma'am, environment because I live in here that people usually speak Hindi or Haryanvi. So I don't have English speaking environment at my job place or at home. So every time I use Haryanvi or Hindi language. But on online, like on Josh application or here, I'm learning this language.
Okay,
So
that's
I
great.
know each and every formation in Hindi. So it's happen in English
It happens in
because
English.
all things are new.
Yeah, because we are surrounded by a lot of Hindi content, our native language content, but English is a foreign language. We're not surrounded by it 24 bar 7, right? So it becomes a bit tough to remember the correct structure, the correct vocabulary all the time. So I understand. And okay, why do you want to enhance your English? Is it for professional reasons or just out of personal interest?
It's for personal interest.
Okay. Tell me a little about it. What made you so passionate? Why do you want to become good at it?
Okay, I have 2 children. So for my children's future, I'm learning this language. If I know this language perfectly, so I will definitely provide them English speaking environment at home, and I can guide them.
Yes, of course. That's wonderful. I mean, this is one of the best reasons I've heard for this question. So, you have two kids. So, tell me a little about them. How old are they? What are their names?
They are very young. Daughter is 2 year and 5 month old, and son is 6 month old only.
Oh,
And
okay. So, one is a toddler and the other is still a baby.
right, ma'am. And the
Okay.
elder one is daughter, and my daughter's name is Navya, and son's name is Nihit.
Good names. Did you choose them?
Okay, for my sons, I choose this name, and for my daughters, my wife recommends this name.
Okay, very beautiful name. So yes, I think it's very good that you want to create an English speaking atmosphere for your children so that when the time comes for them, they don't struggle with English speaking. So really nice. So right now, do you have the habit of listening to any English content or consuming any English content like web series, OTT, movies, books, anything at all?
Not nowadays, but before 1 or 2 years, that time I watched movies and series in English only. That time I watched some series like X-Men franchise and some movies from Avengers from Marvel's new.
Okay, makes sense. Good choice. So, how did you reach this level of English? I mean, you are able to speak to me in sentences. So, is it just by watching English content, or did you also read a little?
Okay. Sometime I read, ma'am. I follow some WhatsApp channels like BBC News. So
Hmm.
sometime I read news in English.
Okay, that's that's what I recommend to my learners. This bbc.com, not the YouTube videos. They have an amazing website. So the English on that is excellent. The headlines, the subheadings, everything is top notch. So I usually recommend the same. So very good choice, Mr. Vishal.
Yes, ma'am, and it's quite interesting.
Yes. So when it comes to news, there are different categories in news, right? So you have the local news, international, crime, finance, sports, entertainment. So news also has different categories. So which one are you most interested to read about?
Mostly only I follow BBC News. So I follow BBC's two channel, BBC News and BBC News Hindi. BBC. So I listen like they cover news from ground level. So I like this type of news. Sometimes they cover like many normal person's story that
Hmm.
this person achieved this thing and this school is located in village. This so I like this type of news.
Okay, 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 okay. All right, perfect. Great then. So what happens on English Yari is that on this platform, this is a conversational English platform. Okay, so here in every session, you will meet your tutor and you'll have a conversation on an interesting topic, and the topic varies every day because if you talk about the same thing, then there won't be any improvement. So initially, when
Yes,
you
ma'am.
start out, the topics will be very simple, very relatable, like a warm up. For example, your habits, routines, hobbies, these kind of things. Later on, as the sessions progress, the complexity will increase. Then you will talk about technology, right? You will talk about entrepreneurship and many things of that sort. So at the end of the session, your tutor is going to give you a feedback on what are the things you did correctly, what are the things that you need to improve. So by the time you come to the next session, you can work on the past feedback. Okay. And to help you out, we also provide you with session notes. For every session, you will be given a session notes. Today, when you joined the session, you clicked on the join session button, right? And then you entered the class.
Right, ma'am.
So just below the join session button, there is a downloadable material which is available for you. So as soon
Yes,
as you
ma'am.
book the class, click on that download button, save it in your mobile phone or your laptop, go through it once, learn some good vocabulary, grammar tips, and implement it in the session that day. Okay, so this is the whole process. So what we will do now for the next 5-10 minutes, we'll have an interesting conversation, and in the end, I'll give you a proper feedback. Let's go with it.
Okay, ma'am. Start.
Okay, ready? Don't worry, it's going to be some interesting questions about yourself. Okay, so the first thing is, what is your dream destination? Where would you like to travel in the world?
Okay, I want to go USA
Mm-hmm. Reasons?
because there are many MNC companies and it's very developed. It's a leading country in the world.
Okay. Have you been reading about what's going on in the US these days? You can. Since you already follow bbc.com, definitely you can read. And yes, it's a great place for professional development, lots of opportunities. Very good. And what's the most beautiful place that you've seen on social media? Forget about job, just for the beauty of the place, what would you like to choose?
Okay, ma'am, I live in Panchkula and it's very close to Chandigarh. So I found that it's a very beautiful city.
Ah, okay. Very nice. Super. Good choice. Okay. And the next question to you is, who is your favorite celebrity, public figure?
Okay, ma'am, I like South Indian heroes. I like Vikram. Vikram is my favorite hero.
Vikram is your favorite hero. Uh, Very good
It's
choice
a Tamil
again.
actor.
Okay, that's nice. So, if you could meet Vikram, right, and ask him one question, so what question would it be?
He is a master in transformation. Like
Right.
in every movie, you found different look, and sometimes he gain weight, sometimes he lose weight. He is a perfectionist. So I will ask regarding his profession question, general question.
General question like, what is the secret behind his amazing transformations?
Yes, ma'am. How does he maintain his stardom till now, and how did he do this thing? Like sometimes he get win, sometimes he lose weight.
Yes, I think that would be a wonderful, wonderful question to ask because his movies are so different, right? He doesn't do the same kind of films, not only love stories, not only action. Every movie is so creative.
Yes, ma'am. Yesterday I watched your video with the Kawaljeet ma'am, and
Okay.
you are tried to discussing about movies. You told me that I am movie lover person.
Yeah. True. I am. I am. I'm a big movie buff. It's my most favorite thing to do. A lot of people say it's a waste of time. I don't think so, because after 1 week of hard work, you need some relaxation, right? And movies are a good way to escape the reality and get transported into a creative world. So I like it.
Yes, ma'am. It's like a energy drink. One
Yeah.
time in 10 days or twice in a month. It will
Yes.
work like a energy.
Absolutely. See, you got it right. Okay. And the next question from me to you is, this is a funny one. If you could eat one dish for the rest of your life, okay, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, what dish would you choose?
I choose potato.
Hmm. Or anything made with potatoes or any specific item?
We can make many things from potato, like
Mhm.
potatoes paratha and potatoes mixed curd, it's raita, and we can make many things from this.
Yes, when you said parathas, my mouth started watering. So, yes, I think I need to make one for myself today. Good choice, very intelligent, very creative. And the next question is something that every interviewer loves to ask. Okay. The first is, what do you consider to be the biggest strength in your personality? And what is one weakness?
Okay, I am straightforward, so it's my weakness. Sometimes I say all things, so it's my weakness. But I give my 200% at my work. It's my strength. Maybe it's mental work or maybe physical work. I
Okay.
give my each and every.
You give it your best shot.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And next, your weakness?
Weakness, I am straightforward. So sometimes it's provide me some benefit. Sometimes it's not in favor of myself.
Absolutely. What happens from the weakness part is that sometimes people perceive straightforward people as arrogant. Sometimes, right? So, has that happened with you?
Not sometimes, it's many times happened.
Okay. So, what are you doing to overcome this problem? Are you working on it?
Yes, day by day, I try to change my behavior and I am grabbing the good things. Like we are living in society, so it's our duty to maintain our society's law and order we can follow.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So this is where communication comes into picture. Okay. For example, let's say that someone prepared a dish for you, all right, and it's a little bland. Bland means less taste. There's not many flavors in there. So there are two options. Option one, you just directly tell them this is such bland food, it's so disgusting, don't give it to me next time, it's so bad, right? Just saying it on their face that it is bad, but it will hurt them, and we are adults, we should not be communicating with people like that. Another thing is, you have a bite, okay, and you just tell them, hey, this is good, but the next time I would prefer a little more masalas to make it a bit spicier, so I think we can try it that way, right? Or if it is a stranger's home that you are at, so you can't tell them next time put more masala, you will simply say, I'm feeling full, this much is enough, thank you, and you just leave it and go. That's it, just tell them you're full, right? So then they won't feel hurt, they'll just feel like, okay, you're not hungry and that's why you left. So communication, different ways, smart ways to handle situations, right? So simple.
Right, ma'am. The art of speaking matters.
The art of speaking matters. And with everyone you can't give this say the same thing. With close ones like your friends and family you can be more honest, but with outside world there's no point of that honesty. People might not take it in a good way, right? So better to be more diplomatic there. Right.
Right, ma'am.
So yes, great. I think this has been such a fabulous conversation with you. So time for feedback, let's go for it.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So, first of all, I mean, your energy, your enthusiasm, and positivity, okay, it's extremely good. All right. It's really good, Mr. Vishal. You carry confidence, and in demo sessions, I've hardly seen many people have this kind of confidence. So, your confidence levels are mind blowing. I liked it. Now, the areas where you can improve, number one would be your vocabulary, because when you give answers I feel like in your mind there are more thoughts, but because of some lack of vocabulary you restrict yourself to short answers, right? I feel like you know a lot more about the questions, but you restrict because maybe lack of vocabulary, some self doubt. So this is something that we will surely work on. When it comes to good vocabulary, you tell me, is it important to learn very difficult words that no one can understand?
No, ma'am, it's not worthy.
Not necessary, right? You need to learn useful words that everyone can understand and helps you convey the meaning. Okay. For example, we have this habit of saying something is very very important. For everything we will say this is very important, that is very important. So it's very repetitive. Instead of important,
Right.
can you give me two synonyms for very very important? Only two.
Yes, ma'am. I can give you more than two.
Yeah.
It's essential,
Yes.
necessary,
Yes.
vital, crucial.
These are the exact same words that I use in the sessions. Excellent. So if I tell you, can you make one short sentence with the word significant? Can you make it? Significant. Significant also means very, very important.
Yes, ma'am. We will realize the value of English speaking whenever we will not have time in future. We will. Okay.
Can you come again? You have to use the word significant and a short sentence. Can you attempt one more time?
Okay. Spoken English is significant nowadays.
Very good, very good.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, knowing the words is 50% of the job, learning it is 50%, implementing it is the next 50% of the task, right? So, we have to keep doing it. Okay. So, important vocabulary. For example, patience full. No, there is no such word as patience full. We will simply say patient. Okay. Like, I am patient in life, or I can say, I have patience. Okay, so this is one. Second, instead of saying my job place is in Haryana, you can simply say my workplace, not my job place, it's my workplace.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
or my place of work, either this or that. All right. First is vocabulary. Second, you speak the sentences, but sometimes the order of the words get jumbled up. All right, it goes here and there.
Right.
For example, instead of saying 1 hour it easily taking me to reach office, you will say it it only takes me 1 hour to reach office. That's it. Or it easily takes me 1 hour to reach office. The word easily comes first, not in the end. So it's just the order of the words. Okay. Second, don't say I learning English. I am learning English. I think you know the rules,
I
but because of lack of practice, implementation you can focus on. So just these two things, vocabulary, sentence structures. If you can manage to make them well, you will be a fantastic speaker.
thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. I have full faith. And what inspires me the most about you is to come till this level, you have done self learning, right? And you have done a lot of practice to come to this point also. So it shows that you are actually a very dedicated person. Now, with a little guidance from a mentor, your learning process can be sped up, it'll be even faster. So, all the best.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah. Do you have any questions for me?
No, ma'am.
No questions at all?
No, you give me all answer. So I don't
Okay.
have.
Okay, so let's play a small game. Let's do a quick activity, shall we?
Okay, you can
Okay.
say.
So I will give you one quality and tell me which person in your life has that quality. Okay, simple task. Okay, the first one is humor, a sense of humor, someone who makes you laugh a lot. So who is that person?
One of my school friend, he have this talent.
He has this talent.
Yes,
Okay, so he makes you laugh a lot, cracks a lot of jokes, is it?
right, ma'am, right.
Okay, very well. Okay. Um, can you tell me who is that one person in your life who is not afraid of challenges, who can face challenges very bravely?
It's my father.
Mm-hmm. Great. So, what is one word that we can use to describe your father? What can be one adjective to describe him? Someone who is not afraid of challenges.
We can use like bravo, brave,
Not brave, oh, brave, just brave.
brave, brave,
Okay.
brave.
Have you heard of this word called courageous?
Yes, ma'am. I heard many times.
Many times. So, can we say that your father is what? Dash.
Courageous.
Courageous.
My
Or,
father is courageous.
yes, fearless. Right? So, that is also a good one. Perfect. And the last one, um, which person in your life has a lot of love in their heart for others, a lot of love, kindness, and has a helping nature overall?
This quality I have
Oh,
every time I try to help others.
so good. So, can you think of one word to describe yourself for this quality? Very kind hearted, loving,
Very
helpful,
kind and
all of it combined. There is one word in English, it's called compassionate. Can you repeat it?
compassionate.
Compassion.
Compassionate.
Yes, compassionate is a combination of all these good qualities, love, kind heartedness, helpful nature, everything. So you can say that in the next time you're giving your introduction to someone, after you mention your educational qualification and your technical skills, and then you can say, I'm also a very compassionate person. I help people whenever I can. Right? So this can be the last sentence of your intro.
Definitely, ma'am.
Yes, so this will make your introduction stand out. Everyone will just be saying I'm hardworking, I'm diligent, and this and that. So this is a unique way of introducing yourself. So yeah, that's it. A small vocabulary task. So compassionate, courageous, correct, and humorous. So these are the three words of
Humorous.
the day, and you're never gonna forget it because now you've associated each word with one person. So you're not gonna forget it. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Never.
Okay, perfect. So, on that note, I think we can wrap up this session. I hope to see you again. All the best with your language journey.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes, you're welcome. Bye bye.
Bye, ma'am.